People generally think of relaxation as something that we can all do. Well, let's stretch our minds a little and consider relaxation to be an art form, sort of like painting or playing an instrument or dancing. And to investigate the art of relaxation using age-old techniques that have been used by various schools, both the Eastern adepts and Western adepts, and many forms of shamanic training have found their most basic extension beginning from learning the true art of relaxation. So to begin, I would recommend that you find yourself a place to lie down, preferably not on a bed, preferably not a place that you're used to sleeping, for the habitual nature of mind is to do what it knows what to do in that place. I would recommend a place on the carpet where one could put a duvet or a blanket or something that one doesn't use to sleep with specifically down, so that it's not too hard to the ground. And not even a large cushion. I'd even create a cushion out of a towel, especially towels, because they're very significant and conceived of as the subconscious. It's very much an object that you use when you need to be awake and clear. Most people shower in the mornings. So make yourself comfortable lying on your back on the ground with your hands relaxing beside your hips and your feet relaxing, and your body is a straight line with your eyes gazing at a point directly above you toward the ceiling. And take a moment to consider the plane of contact between your body and the ground. Become aware that your body is holding its structure. Just allow your mind to drink this in its full awareness. And slowly, beginning at the tips of your toes, slide your awareness through your body as if it's smooth, sweet, warm liquid. And allow your awareness to slowly slide through your feet and up through your ankles, through your legs, towards your knees. And allow the smooth fluidity to flow up through your legs, through the hips, your groin, up through your belly and rising along your back, until it ascends to the point of your neck, and slowly the warmth starts to ooze into your head, oozing upwards until you find your awareness gently settling at the tip of your head. Now hold your awareness there and just allow yourself to breathe as you will breathe. Do not try to affect your breathing. Do not try to assert control. We are not going to force ourselves to relax. We are not even going to try to relax. We are just merely going to become aware of the tension. And as you rest your mind upon the tip of your head, I want you to consider that there could be a warm gold radiance above your head, and that you feel this dripping as honey down upon your head. And as it drips upon your head, you feel it smoothly sliding down with a warmth at the tip of your head where your crown would be, sliding down firstly over the back of your head. And as this warm, cool, golden radiance slides over the back of your head, you become aware of the tension that it accounts as it moves towards the base of your skull at the back. And when you reach that point, allow the continuation of this warm radiance that cools as it slides over your head to continue down along the temples, along the front of your head. And when it goes over your eyebrows, imagine that it's sliding in through your eyes, and it's sliding in through your ears, and it's filling your head, and you're feeling the muscles that operate your eyes very carefully, becoming just aware of the tension and allowing this gold radiance to fill your head up. And you may notice by this stage that there's a particular band of tension focused on the jaws. Just be aware of this. Do not fight it, because to fight tension is to create tension. Accept it, become aware of it, and allow yourself to flow with the tension, just being mindful of the way in which it feels. You will notice that it's uncomfortable, and as this exercise progresses, it may even seem to become painful around the band of your jaws. If that is the case, then success is being observed within this exercise. So you allow this gold radiance to slide down over the face. Allow it to slide in through the mouth, over the tongue, through the throat, until the whole head is covered in this warm golden radiance. At which point you become aware of the entire head pulsating with this warm radiance. And as time goes by, you just merely notice the tension. And you may notice that as you become aware of the tension, it seems like it shifts from place to place as you move further down. It's almost as if the tension intensifies the further you go down, as a result of releasing tension further up. You follow the same procedure as you run down the back of your neck, down the sides and the front of your neck, and through your neck. You then become aware as this golden radiance splits and runs down through your shoulders, through and over your armpits, down your arms, down through your elbows, right down. You feel the warm radiance that leaves a cool after effect as it moves down through your wrists, through your hands. Continue it right to the tips of your fingers. You can take your time with this. The speed at which you do it is your choice. I recommend to begin doing it a little quicker, and as you advance with practice after a month, to slow it down, and after 6 months the entire exercise could take 45 minutes for the whole body to an hour. But to push too hard too fast is to create residual psychic tension, which is not necessarily the goal. So you continue this exercise after you've become aware of the arms pulsating with this warm golden radiance. You allow it to flow down your back in the same way, and down the front of your body afterwards, till the front and the back are meeting at the area of the pelvis. And you allow this golden radiance to move through your body. It's like a gentle flowing ebb of a tide that flows through your body, and it finds tension and it flags it up, and that's all it does. There's no further energy directed towards that attention of this tension. You just allow yourself to be aware, and in the same way you flow it through your body, through your organs, through the inside of your body, till you feel your entire torso is got this full golden radiance that is warm, that leaves a cool after effect throughout your whole body. You follow this exercise through the buttocks, through the sexual regions, which becomes quite interesting an experience as one advances in this practice, and slowly allows this golden radiance to slide down through the legs, first over the front of the legs, and then over the back of the legs, and then through, as if the veins themselves are filling with this golden radiance, and it's traveling through all the muscles, and you slowly feel it moving down through the knees, through the calves, to the ankles, right down to the soles of your feet. And you find that this golden radiance has a tide of its own. It knows the speed it wishes to move at. Do not interfere. Just allow it to flag up the tension as you move. And once you have reached the tips of your toes, You feel as if your entire body is radiating with this golden warmth. And it's almost like you can feel a cool after effect. Then become aware of your legs. Feel the entirety of your legs. Feel the entirety of your feet as they're attached to your legs. Allow your awareness to move up towards your groin area and feel your sexual regenerative organs and area with your bladder, the entire internal mechanism. Feel the warmth of it. And feel your breath by this stage, which has found its own rhythm, which does not matter at this point. That is a later exercise. That you notice that as you breathe out, you feel like it's like you stop caring whether you're relaxed or whether you're tense. And you just start to feel the whole sensation of your body. And as you move up, you feel your torso. And you focus on your torso for a moment. Just become aware of any tension that you've missed. And do the same for your arms, your shoulders. And lastly, find the focus of your head. With a keen few moments spent considering your neck. Don't be annoyed if you find tension, because you will find tension that you had previously missed. Or bits that had been released will have crept back, and that's okay. It's all part of the exercise. At this point, you begin to just become aware of your whole body, and you feel this warm radiance that fills the entire body. I would now allow yourself to imagine that all this gold radiance is settling through your body, and it's flowing through your body towards the ground. And you notice that it becomes keenly focused on the point of contact between your body and between the ground. And I want you to allow your mind to stretch as if it were a two-dimensional plane and occupy that space of polarity between the body and the ground. And as you breathe out into this plane, this two-dimensional plane that separates your body from Earth. And as you breathe in through this plane until it feels as if you're breathing out through the Earth, breathing in through the Earth. And your body and the Earth are starting to become highly aware of this plane of contact, to the point that it becomes the sole object of your awareness and your concentration. Obviously, we're not trying to manipulate our breaths. There are no fancy techniques, counting the breaths or focusing on the timing or the rhythms. You're allowing your breath to follow its natural course. The awareness is merely focused upon the plane of contact between the body and the ground. And allow your mind to find rest on this plane. From time to time, it may stray. At first, success may be limited with this experiential journey of the mind through the body. But with time, one becomes keenly aware of the sense of gravity, and it becomes the key point of focus. And with devotion to this art of relaxation, one can by and by get to the point where one begins to actually lose body consciousness. And one starts to get the sensation that one is pure consciousness. When one has reached this point, this is a profound milestone of development. Because at this point we are starting to prepare ourselves to be able to unhinge the awareness and the consciousness from the body. Though this should not be the goal, for the goal should be merely to become aware of the point of contact. The rest this experience I speak of is merely a consequence of that action. Less is more when it comes to this exercise, because the mind, when it is full, generates tension within the body. So what we're looking for is the simplest, the absolute most simplest way of following this exercise, as if one had no knowledge of anything, no thoughts. One was merely doing it as if one was painting a wall. There is no special spiritual or psychic or philosophical or cosmological relevance to this exercise. It is merely an exercise that one does. Like getting into the shower and having a shower, it's just something that one does, and one wants to bring that absolute simplicity to this exercise, and with that comes success. So I think we'll leave it at that for the moment. This is one version of this particular exercise. There are many different versions. The Eastern schools tend to start at the feet and work their way up. The Western schools tend to start at the head and work their way down. Though it's just a very simple way to release that body tension in a systematic approach that tends to yield success fairly rapidly if one does it daily. I would suggest to start with doing it with 10-minute cycles. Try and get it to the point where it takes 10 minutes. And firstly, do it once a day during a time in the day that you're not likely to fall asleep. And set an alarm for 15 minutes after, in case you do. And if you do, do not berate yourself, because that's okay. Just continue the practice. As time goes by, you will slowly gain the awareness to be fully conscious of this experience of being without body. And this is essentially the way to opening one's awareness toward the subtle energy body. I would give one word of caution. You will become aware of various resonances and magnetic effects and psychic visions and all sorts of experiences that may come along the way. Do not be duped and become infatuated by these experiences, because they will lead you away from the goal. Remember, it's not about having some awesome psychic dream journey. It's not about a lucid dream. It's not about gaining the awareness of the resonant frequencies that run through your body. Not at this point. It's merely a very simple exercise to learn to relax. And if one can focus on the basic technique of just maintaining that as the goal and focusing on that, and that everything else is by the by, lovely but almost seemingly irrelevant, that attitude, I believe, tends to yield the most fruit. At least that was what I discovered after practicing this exercise for many years religiously. I would say at first you start doing it once a day. Then at a later stage you can wake up in the morning and do it as well after waking up, and set a second alarm so that you do it twice a day. I would wait possibly a few months until you grade it up to twice a day, because if you try to do too much too fast, you will burn out. And do not for a moment think you have reached mastery, because this is one of those exercises that in its absolute simplicity it grows over time, and one will be able to get that sensation that one would have in a flotation tank, where one is absolutely without a body fairly quickly, without too much effort, if one devotes oneself to this exercise completely and follows the process as a process. I think that pretty much is what I can put into this. All I would say is good luck, enjoy, and please feedback any of your experiences. Put it back here as a conversation, as comments, and any variations of this exercise that you like. Upload other versions, because my particular discourse may not be appropriate for everybody. I'd love for you all to add your own nuances to it. The more the merrier. This is a cooperative paradigm where we can all feed in our experiences and our own versions of different relaxation techniques. There are many. There are the counter tension relaxation exercises, which are also quite useful for some people. So I'll leave that to you to come out with all the other forms of exercises that there are, and there are many, because sometimes it's good to explore. Leaving that with you, I'd say Om Namah Shivaya, Bam Bam, Volenath. And I wish you all peace, love, and harmony, and happy exercises.